So Will Smith addresses Oscar slap in a new video. Okay, I don't know if we can play this. I don't think we can play this, Tyler. So before the YouTube folks show up, I don't know if we can play this or not. But let me read this to you. So Will Smith is deeply remorseful about slapping Chris Rock at the Academy Awards in March. Smith posted a video on his Instagram account on Friday that began with the words on screen, "It's been a minute. I was fogged out by that point," Smith said. "It's all fuzzy. I've reached out to Chris, and the message that came back from his campus, he's not ready to talk. And when he is, he will reach out. So I will say to you, Chris, I apologize to you. My behavior was unacceptable, and I'm here whenever you are ready to talk." Smith also apologizes to Rock's mother, family, and his brother, Tony Rock, who has starred in 2007 sitcom All of Us, which was created by Smith and his wife, Jada Pinkett Smith. Adam, since this is more in your wheelhouse, what are your thoughts on this?
Man, Will, I mean, what a fall from grace this guy's had. I mean, even the apology tour that he's on right now was just sad. There's nothing manly about Will Smith anymore. This is fucking Will Smith, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Men in Black, Independence Day, like the Pursuit of Happiness, the list goes on. And all he's doing is crying and apologizing these days and making amends for his wife banging some dude.
Dudes.
Okay.
Plural.
Dudes.
Plural.
So,
dudes.
Number one, how long ago was the slap? 2 months ago?
No, the slap? Way, but wow, 4 months ago.
No,
I was still in LA. No,
okay.
It was May. I think.
A few months ago.
Yeah.
So what took so long? And this is the best you can come up with. I'm just so disappointed with what I'm seeing with Will Smith. He needs to get some red pill in his life.
Yeah.
Okay. He needs to get like.
There's only one thing he can do to change his reputation.
What's that?
It's only one thing he needs to do.
Bitch slap someone else and not apologize.
He needs to divorce. Jada Pinkett.
100% agree.
That's the only thing he can do to change his reputation. And I'm telling you right now, because look. I've seen men who were man's men, okay, date a woman, and gradually that woman changed the man, okay? I read a quote a long time ago that was given to me before I was getting married, and this is what the quote said. And I was thinking about getting married in a different time. I wasn't ready, and the guy that gave me the counsel, I'm like, yeah, this is not a good time for me to get married. Quote was, women marry men hoping they change, and they don't. Men marry women hoping they stay the same, and they don't. Okay? Women change, man stays the same, unless if a man allows a woman to change them into who he is now today, because now you're scared. You're walking on eggshells. And when a man is in that web, they rarely know they're in that web, and they get destroyed. They lose their DNA. And eventually you're in so deep that you're convinced you're supposed to be this person. It's treacherous to be in that situation. I think there's only one thing he can do. If he announced tomorrow that he's filing divorce and he's sick of it, hey, love you, we had a good run, but I got to move on and I got to go live my life, I will tell you 3, 6, 12 months later, everything about his reputation would change, and people would say, finally, he's standing up for himself. That is the only way for him to be out.
100%.
His fans will come back. The ones that he lost will come back.
Will either needs to go be by himself a little bit and do some soul searching, and I'm sure he's not going to be by himself. I'm sure there's a lineup of plenty of people that would love to find out what the Prince of Bel-Air is up to. But at the same time, you know, he needs to get somebody that's crazy about him that wants to be with him, you know, versus the other way around. I think he was crazy about Jada versus Jada being crazy about him. I think Jada was like, yeah, I should marry somebody like a Will Smith. Well, versus Will's like, I'm crazy about her. He's got to find somebody that's crazy about him to see what that's going to work.
And her first love was Tupac, from what I recall. So that's
completely different.
So you're not.
Let me ask you another question. What we haven't talked about, maybe what's the elephant in the room, is Hollywood. He's as Hollywood as it gets at this point. So like everything about him, I just feel is like, okay, what are the people in Hollywood going to say? How are they going to respond to what I'm doing right now? I mean, what's my career looking like? What's the box office? What's the movies? What are the producers saying? The executive producers, like, everything's just very calculated, it seems.
Correct.
In Hollywood, it doesn't seem to be like, yo, I'm the fucking man. Some dude talk shit about my wife. I bitch slapped him. That is what it is.
How many new projects?
Let me ask you guys a question. Let me ask you guys a question. Say Jada's dating Tupac and they're married.
Yeah.
Would that if that would have happened, what does Tupac do?
In this situation?
Say Jada's married to Tupac. Tupac's alive. And they're together. And Jada's like, oh, I had an entanglement. What does Tupac do? First of all, Tupac won't do that interview.
Nope.
Tupac wouldn't be with her. And Jada wouldn't be able to do that to Tupac.
I agree 100%.
But what does Tupac do?
Whatever the fuck he wants to do.
He divorces her and he hooks up with the hottest girl. The hottest girl that's trending that he's going to find.
Actually think about what Tupac would do.
I mean, he cuts her off. He says, thanks for all that you've done.
Hey,
You're out the door.
We're going to take a ride with Biggie. I'll sit in the middle. You sit by the door.
Yeah.
What do you think? Are you saying like he kills the guy?
No. Tupac's not going to kill the guy. Tupac's going to make a song about it.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Tupac's going to make a song about it, but he's
called
gone.
Hit 'Em Up.
Yeah.
He's gone. He's going to say hit her up, because I moved on. That's what the name of the song's going to be, not hit him up.
So is there anything that Will Smith can do aside from
making a song? Imagine that?
No.
His song ain't going to be that
I'm
gangster.
back in Miami.
I'm telling you.
Is there anything he can do aside from divorcing Jada to regain his reputation?
Nothing.
Zero.
Nothing.
Zero.
Nothing. That's, again, remember, it's my opinion.
No, I get
nothing.
But if you're counseling him, you say, listen, buddy, I know you've had a good run with Jada. Time to cut it off.
And can I say one thing, Pat? You guys know what that was? That well-lit production of him saying, I'm sorry? That's the studios. That's his agent. That's his manager. That's his publicist saying, listen, you're not making the movies right now. I don't know if he is or not. We're losing billions of fucking dollars because you're not the starring dude. Because to be honest with you, some people don't even want to go see him right now. So that, do you see, like,
point.
I could see it. He couldn't get the next deal, and now his publicist is like, we got to do this.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, if you're going to be a A-list and a blockbuster movie, they're not going to come watch you.
Do you remember when Tom Cruise had a weird moment and he gets into it with Matt Lauer on the pills? Then was it after that he was jumping on Oprah's couch
he was
saying,
in love
I'm in love?
I think it was. Very close.
First of all, Tom was right.
He was right.
Tom was right.
Yeah,
I agree with you.
Tom was right. Of course he was right. That interview. But let me go back to the point you just made, and you kind of given that point about the fact that the publicists are like, hey, what are you doing? You got to get this job. And then, okay, there comes a time in your life where you're in the GOAT community, and this isn't everybody. Only a few people get to say this, okay, in their space. Will Smith is in the GOAT status of his space. No
doubt.
He's in the GOAT community of what he did, okay? Who gives a shit what your publicists say? Who cares what the fans say? Who cares what anybody says? Bro, you killed it, dog. Like, what are you thinking about? Like, do you realize, forget all of us, forget everything. What the hell do you want to do, and are you happy inside? Make that decision. Stop listening to freaking publicists or anybody, including us, whatever we're saying. He knows what the right decision is. Make that decision and move on. And stop acting, because that's an act. When he got up and made that video with Chris Rock, you're acting like, you know how they say you should never do ums, and acting, it's acting like, I'm not, like you're trying to be natural. You're not natural. We can tell you're not. You're acting, and it's very uncomfortable to even watch this. Take a break from everybody. Freaking go hang out with monks for a month. Do something away from everybody, and decide what you want to do, because the world loved the Will who was Will. Nobody likes a guy that's acting like trying to be somebody else that the publicist or the media or the market or Hollywood wants you to be. No one's turned on by that. Nobody. Take a page out of this Tate guy that's going viral. Why do you think he is going viral? Because he doesn't give a shit what you think. His background, I've never done business with this guy. I don't know what his background. Everybody's asking me about what about this and what about that and what about this. I think most of the people in the world are pissed because how viral he's going and how much, how much attention he's getting. How come I'm not getting it? The algorithms are favoring him. He's got a better strategy than you. Ask yourself, Will, why is he doing so well? Why is he doing so well?
Because he's an unapologetic badass that says what's on his mind. That's what Will Smith needs.
So if you like this clip and you want to watch another one, click right here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click right here.